In our previous video, we were looking at strategic planning. So once we have a strategic plan, that is then going to inform the functional areas of our organization. And so we're going to look at in this set of videos is how we manage our products. So we're looking at first in terms of the 4 P's that make up our marketing mix. So we want to differentiate between a strategic plan, a business plan, and a marketing plan. So in the previous videos, we were looking at a strategic plan. So we looked at our current operations, we assessed the current environment. So we looked at SWOT, we did a PESTLE, and then we created goals for our organization that aligned with our mission, our vision, and values. And we looked at how we were going to achieve those goals by setting out strategies. So how we're going to achieve the goal. And then we could drill down even deeper and look at the tactics, how we're going to achieve our strategies. We could set out action plans. So what are the first steps? And create our timeline. So this is forward thinking, addressing the future. A business plan describes more in terms of how the current business functions. Who are we or what are we as an organization? There's often the component in terms of the financials of the organization. And then marketing plans and operating plans are typically contained in or referenced in the business plan. So the work that we're doing in these next couple of videos really relate to the marketing plan. Understanding who our intended customers are, what is happening with these customers, so we're conducting some marketing research, and deciding how we're going to appeal to these customers. So we would see that in our strategic plan that we would have functional strategies that would inform in terms of where we are going regarding our customers. So there we can see that tie between the strategic plan and the marketing plan. So the marketing plan is going to contain a functional strategy. Okay. If we looked at our strategy map before, often those that are related to the customers, that customer perspective is also where the marketing functional strategies lie. We need to look at who our target market is. So we need to understand who the ideal client is. We need to understand our product mix. What kind of different goods or services are we going to offer? What is our pricing strategy? And then what is going to be our messaging strategy? So how are we going to promote and educate people about our products? So let's start with the ideal client. So we want to differentiate between suspects. These are people who fit your target description. Prospects, people who have shown interest in your product, and clients, people who've tried your product. Ultimately, we want to convince people who are suspects to become prospects, prospects to become clients, and once they've tried our product, we want them to be repeat clients. We want them to upgrade, we want them to purchase more than once, and we want them to be loyal. We want to turn them into champions. We want them to tell others about our product and really sell it for us. So we need to understand who the ideal client is. We can do that by starting by looking first at who our most profitable clients are. So who are those champions? Who are the people who recommend us to others? Who are the people that are loyal and keep coming back? Maybe they're the ones who buy the most from us. Maybe they buy the most expensive things from us. Maybe they have been buying from us for a long time. So when we look at our profitable clients, it can be based on what they buy, how frequently they buy, in terms of setting that profitability. We also look at, of course, the clients who recommend us to others. So we're looking at those repeat clients and then our champions. So what are their common characteristics? So if we think about all the people who buy from us, we want to keep narrowing it down until we figure out who that ideal client is. So if you start off with who the most profitable clients are, who are the people who keep coming back and buying things from you? Which of them recommend us to others? What are the characteristics of these individuals? What motivates them to buy from us? Trying to narrow down to who that ideal client is. So can we create a biographical sketch of who these individuals are? So we're looking at then is really the customer persona. So what is it in terms of their preferences, what they like and dislike? What is their demographics? So we're looking at where they're located, their socioeconomic status, in terms of income level. Are there certain characteristics that help us understand who is more likely to be an ideal client for us? That is, can we identify certain characteristics that make people more likely to go from suspect to champion? What is it about them? So it could be something about their personality. It could be something about their values. So maybe we're an organization that really competes against the competition based on reputation, based on charity. And so the ideal clients, are they people who are also charitable? Is that why they're coming to us? So is there alignment there in terms of personality, in terms of values? Maybe it's more about pain points. Maybe it's more about challenges that the customer experiences that we're able to help them tackle. So maybe it's not so much good things, but maybe it's more challenges they experience. Maybe it's a communication style. So our ideal clients, maybe they're people that we are reaching through social media, and then that would help inform our marketing campaign that we need more social media. Or maybe it's because our marketing campaign has been very social media focused that the current ideal client is one who is engaged in social media. And so the question for our organization then, is that something we want? Do we need then to market and promote ourselves in other ways so that we catch other individuals who we might be able to convert from suspect to champion that we're not reaching because of the strategies we're using? So we want to understand really who it is that we're currently converting from suspect to champion. What is it about them? Who are they in terms of their persona that they are the ideal client? If that's really what we want, then we focus our marketing mix on that aspect. If it's that we are really tapping into one key group, one key market of individuals, and there are others that we're missing out on because of our approach, then it's a chance to kind of think of that strategy, functional strategies for our organization that may tie in to a more a wider strategy in terms of that growth strategy, right? So do we need to see more diversification? Do we need to see more concentration in terms of products to the current group? So we need to understand who our clientele is. So if you're in charge of Tim Hortons, for example, who is the ideal client for Tim Hortons? So suspect, people who fit our target description. So we're trying to attract people who drink coffee. And we have people who pick up large quantities of coffees to go to meetings. We have people who are working outdoors who want to stay warm. And which of these individuals, which of them try our product and then keep coming back? So who are the ones who tell others and sell for us? How do we narrow that down in terms of understanding that customer persona? Well, in terms of Tim Hortons customer base, we have those who kind of the more blue collar worker, right, is a mass consumer of Tim Hortons coffee, a champion. We have the association with sports like Hockey Alberta, with Tim Hortons, that then creates this kind of norm in society that after sports events, after being outside in the cold, you go for some Timbits and coffee. So these are different customer personas, the sports team, the blue collar worker, the individuals who are bringing coffee to a meeting. That starts to help us flesh out in terms of what is the customer. And then we look at, is that the ideal client? Are those the ones that are not just clients, but repeat clients? And are they champions who tell others and sell for us? Identifying that ideal client is going to then inform what we do in terms of our marketing mix, the 4 Ps.